Hi everyone, this is Manikanta, student of Phanindhra sir from PD College of Drumming. So the topic which I am going to tell about is cymbals. We all know cymbals. So it have a really a very long history behind it. So we always see now as bands become a very popular and very familiar. We always see many different kind of cymbals in front of audience along with the drum kit. So what is the history behind it? Let me take back to the history of 1200 before Christ. It's around a Bronze Age. So it's actually the history of these cymbals is completely very long back. They used to use for different purposes. Let me say it's not completely restricted to drumming. So there are so many ways cymbals had used. Let's say for example they used to use as a communication system, as a command, and also to frighten the enemies and to safeguard themselves from the animals while going to different wild locations through forest. There are so many ways they used from ancient in different in the world. So uh, in India, it started with the Buddhism. So it's a part of rituals. They used to pray Lord Buddha through these cymbals. Like they have different bells. So, so generally the metal used in this is bronze and gold in India. In many of the regions, they used to say Indian cymbals because it's actually the material they got from is from India. The other reason they used to say Indian cymbals. In Bible also it says regarding the cymbals during the prayer, and also Indian rhythms of cymbals also mentioned in Mahabharata and Ramayana stage also for the communication system. So one of my friend asked me, there is one scene in Bahubali. So when enemies are going to attack, so that's one of the soldiers ring the big bell. Is that also symbol? I say yes. These are the one of the communication system used in ancient India. So in 1860s, Nicholas Strunk is one of the person who started cymbals in orchestra. So the cymbals generally had a very long history, but it started in the last 1200 BC, but still we are continuing for different purposes during spiritual practices, for communication system, sometimes school bell, and there are so many purposes we use in our daily life. So this is the brief history of cymbals, but it has a very big impact in drumming too. So really the thickness of these cymbals and the size of the cymbals plays a very vital role in tones. So in 1906, Jaldijan started his own manufacturing cymbals company. So he started and still is running. It's a very familiar brand for the cymbal for the drummers. So this is a brief understanding of the cymbals and its history. Thank you very much, and I thank my Phanindhra sir for giving this opportunity to explain this about the cymbals. Thank you.